Yes.
I suppose that was either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm sure yesterday we didn't talk about them. But could you believe that yesterday in Borno State, they invaded the military barracks and massacre soldiers. The government is refusing to give the figures, the number of soldiers massacred.
As always,
exactly. Including those that was kidnapped and taken away, and ammunitions, various different kind of ammunitions scattered away. The government, they are refusing to give figure. And people, the victims, the families, they are mourning all over the place. So you tell me, if you go to serve the zoo, like Nnamdi Kanu will always say, serve them and you come back in shame because there's nothing for you. The zoo have absolutely nothing for you. The Tinubu sit down there and they will not go after these terrorists. Rather, they will calling them bandits. Then you ask yourself, what do they want? These terrorists, these Islamic terrorists. And you know what? They said it very openly what they want. They say that they want Islamic Sharia's country of their own.
Of course, they have said it again and again.
Several times. Now, Tinubu and his cohort, instead of going after them, they are pampering them, having meeting with them, dishing out money to them, and just overlooking their ravaging parade in the entire country. But a man who did not commit nothing, who has not invaded any military barracks, who has not kidnapped any school children, who has not bombed anywhere, what he did was to make sure he defend his people from the terrorist Nigerian government that were coming to massacre, to buy people, left, right, and center. That was just the only offense. And they went and spent billions to kidnap him. Until today, Tinubu is still holding him. So, in other words, it's a war. Tinubu and his people have shown that they are at war with Igbo because, like I said, holding Nnamdi Kanu there unjustly is holding Igbo down. So, exactly. so obviously, this initiation by Shoro has come to put pressure on them to know that you cannot be holding Igbo down in Nigeria and expect us to come and vote for you in 2027. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. As long as Tinubu and his cohort, bigoted, feel ethnic hatred, bunch of people, they continue to refuse Nnamdi Kanu to go because it's in Tinubu's hand. I've said this severally. Anybody telling you that it's Igbo governors? Yes, I know. We know the role they play. The Igbo politicians, the governors in particular, the Soludos, the Mba, and the rest of them of this war, we know the role they play. They know we don't want him. They don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be released because they figure that if Nnamdi Kanu is released, that makes their position no more. It's no longer untenable. Their position will no longer be untenable. So they prefer to continue to hold him here so that they will. So the Soludos. But the problem is that while I put the blame squarely on Tinubu and his people, is that, like I always say, the buck stops on Tinubu's table as the president in chief. So because he knows Nnamdi Kanu is an innocent man, release him. Then if the Igbo politicians, the governors, if they say they don't want him to be released, then they can hand him over to them. Then if they want to buy Nnamdi Kanu, so be it, we know. Or if they want to continue to put him in prison, so be it. But you, who is the president, who have the final say as the president of the country, nobody, you cannot shift the blame. That responsibility cannot be shifted anywhere. We know that these people don't want him to release, but it's in your hand. It is in your hand. Just like Pilate, the Pilate during Christ's time, he washed off his hand and handed him over to those that want to execute him, right? Yeah. So Tinubu and his people should wash off their hand in Nnamdi Kanu, set him free. So if the Soludos and the rest of them, Peter Mba and if they want to now go and do whatever they want, so be it. But as long as you don't do that, and you are the one holding him, the Chief Justice in Yoruba, the Omotosho, who is the judge now, is Yoruba. all of you. So obviously, we are holding them responsible. And the good thing, like I said, the good thing that had just happened is the fact that the fire is burning them now. Because Ononuga knows that with Atiku coming in now to endorse, and not only to endorse, to pledge that he will support in the march for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, they are calling him opportunist. So be it. Life is all about opportunity. Yeah, that is what life is. If you see opportunity, you have to latch on to it. If you don't, you lose. Someone else. So this is the good. Most people don't understand or don't realize the significance. The significance of what Shore has. This monster now. He has
that
read
is what I tell some people. You know, some of us have developed this habit of seeing negativity in everything.
Yeah.
You see negativity in everything. You just see it as negative. You preach against it.
Yeah.
That is not. That's have been for a long. It doesn't work. It doesn't work anywhere.
It simply doesn't work. It simply
doesn't work.
Some
doing that for many years. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
When people do, even if it's your enemy, there must be some positive things that you pick up from what he has done and use it against him.
Exactly. Some again lack that mental capacity to figure stuff out. That is a major problem. Sure, in all these years, he has never one day even castigate Simon Ekpa. So I
said it the other day. I've never seen anyone. If
he's a guy.
The person should bring it and show me. I've never seen anyone.
Yeah. He's a guy also that is very strategic. I keep saying it that the only point of disagreement we have is how he views Nigeria or his hope or intention towards Nigeria. Because I know 100% that it's not going to work. That is, but for whatever reason is best known to him. But I know that plan he has, just like P2B, is never going to work because Nigeria, that Rubicon has been crossed with when it comes to Nigeria. Nigeria is irredeemable. Can't go back. Absolutely not go back.
There's one thing I noticed in Showore. You see, all of us must not follow the same direction and pursue this thing.
Exactly.
That was one of his interviews I played here. When he was asked a question, I think the last interview that he was asked a question in Arise TV, Showore said that every president that comes in Nigeria will be worse than the past.
Exactly.
That is the routine, that any new president will be worse. So he believes that Nigeria can never work. In as much as he knows he doesn't have that strength to go the direction we are going.
Exactly. Well,
and he's not fighting us.
Exactly.
He's fighting his own in a different way. And he's in Nigeria. He's in their circle, in that politics. There are certain things he cannot say the way we say it.
Yeah.
So
that is it.
We have to tolerate people. We have our differences. We don't trust anybody. Even you that is with me on the same line, I don't trust you.
I told you that day when somebody was saying we can't trust you. Can I trust you? You who speaks Igbo, I don't even trust you. Look at this sister that we have all applauded over time. Lolo, right? Nick or something. You remember? Okay. So let me. Are you ready for this? I saw yesterday when she was online. She's well connected too. That lady, you see, she has lots of connection with the politicians, Igbo politicians. So she was coming out heavily against Shore. She said all sorts of things. But let me tell you this, because he is saying that Shore should go ahead and do what he wants to do and leave Igbo politicians, that this and this and this, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, let me just say that 3 things. It's possible that she is either that she is misinformed or ill-informed. Either she's not aware or that she simply doesn't get it. That is one. And it could also be, because this is where the issue of trust comes there. We can't trust anybody because we've seen it all. It could also be, and that is the big if, that what if she's being bankrolled by the politicians, the Igbo politicians?
Do you mean that she's standing against this protest?
100%. I can send you. I will try and find. I will try and find it to send to you. You said that show, right?
Unbelievable.
That we know that Igbos, anything Igbo does, it becomes a different thing. That he should leave P2B alone. That he can organize with his own people and go and fight for Nnamdi Kanu. He should stop talking about asking Igbo politicians. But the truth of the matter is that, bro, these Igbo politicians, the governors, they have come out at several times, several occasions, to say Nnamdi Kanu is coming out, Nnamdi Kanu is coming out, and that we are talking to Tinubu that he will come out soon, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And some of them have come out to say that he should be released, that he's an innocent man. Now, if you believe that, if you genuinely believe that, then come out. Because when you see article, you see show, even Goodluck Jonathan, they are saying that
he does it.
Yeah. So therefore, because there's another guy that said, what if they go there and that what if a politician goes to Aso Rock and the police, they shoot them? I said that is not true. That is
absolute nonsense. What of the Biafrans they been shooting before?
Oh, so I said,
why not they shoot them? Why would they shoot them?
If I think
they're good to die, other people good to die, make them not go die.
Okay. So this is the problem. People are finding ways to make excuse, and some because they've been either bought off by these criminal Igbo governors, or like this sister I was telling you, you just never know. It could be that she's been paid to come and stand her ground on that aspect.
Everything is possible. Everything is possible.
Exactly. Well, why I raise the issue is that for us to know that when you talk about trust, forget it. It's only God that we trust. And it's only myself that I can trust because I know how I feel and I know what I want. For me, the priority is the release of Nnamdi Kanu coming out. Come out and go and take good care of his health.
There was a program Mazi did. Mazi said, anything that will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, including political solution, if they are serious, they should bring it out.
100%. Yeah.
That is what Mazi said in his program. He said it, that including political solution, anything that will make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu regain his freedom, he's in support of it.
Yeah.
Somebody, I can't believe this. I will go and look for that video. I need to see it and see what that woman said.
Yeah. He said that that they are trying to. So many of them. So obviously we know whom they are too. Indirectly we know their position, we know what they stand for, we know what they are hoping to gain. Some of them are obedient, like another one they call Prince.
That is it. He's to protect P2B.
Exactly. Prince Chaloka or whatever. We know these people. They are hoping that somewhere, somehow, that P2B can become president so that everybody will sing Kumbaya. These people are you can't even begin to.
These people are not ashamed. They are not ashamed. No. After good 5 years, they could not call for any protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
5 good years. They could not call for only now that somebody who is not even a Biafran called a protest.
Yeah. And
you wake up to say, leave you alone.
Yeah. You see?
You can imagine.
So
they need to twist it to be political. Even if it is politically motivated, I love it.
100%. So that is why, like I always say that God doesn't come down from heaven to act, to do stuff. He uses people. Because all these people now coming against you, right? So that tells you quite clearly that now, as an Eliben for something like that, right? Exactly. So the battle line is drawn now, and you see some of these Igbo people coming out to castigate Shore. Shore is speaking from the bottom of his heart that this man has no reason remaining in that incarcerated DSS dungeon. He's speaking from heaven's sake.
My brother Christian, do you know that this very call have revealed so many secrets?
One day,
you see these people, every one of them that come to national TV and say release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
They don't want him released. All of them are waiting for P2B to become a president. None of them, no single one of them. No single one of them is serious about it.
100%.
Nnamdi Kanu for campaign. Every one of them. They know that when they mention the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the course of their discussion, people will pay attention.
How about now?
Their media station now, they use his platform. They will put his picture. Any program, whether it concerns him or not, they will put his picture to drag
How about now? Soludo used Nnamdi Kanu's banner to campaign, free Nnamdi Kanu, blah blah blah. But since, when there was even a movement or a suspicion, whatever, that Nnamdi Kanu was going to come out, you know what he did? He came out to say that his release will not stop the security. So and now God has used Shore to expose this people. Now, I'm telling you. And now they are all coming to say, so should do this, or so should leave Igbo position, that if they come out, they know that they can shoot them and keep it to be bunker. That is pure rubbish, you know. So like I said,
it's a bunch of idiots in a country that you are part of. You can't even protest. You can't even speak. For 5 good years, you can't do anything. There is nothing you can do. Now, it takes a stranger from outside to come and give that pressure.
Exactly.
Give pressure to release your own brother. Somebody hold the court themselves. Court said release this man.
Yeah. And the pressure.
Look at the move. Showore did not only call for protest. He said, let us march to Aso Rock.
Exactly. You know what? You know the consequence of that action? It is a pressure unimaginable that will be put on them. The whole world will see what is going on. The man that has been freed, you are still holding him for no apparent reason. Why you are romancing with the terrorists that wears bomb all over their body to negotiate? They come out, you had meeting with them, and after the meeting, they just walk away freely. You allow them to go away freely armed and giving you condition. And what do they want? They say they want their own country. So why are you holding Nnamdi Kanu? Meanwhile, Sunday Igboho submitted a letter to Downing Street that they want to leave Nigeria. And these guys can come in freely and walk away. Why are you holding Nnamdi Kanu? In spite of the fact that the military personnel, they are asking people to go and arm yourself, equip yourself, fight back, yet you are holding Nnamdi Kanu. That just doesn't even make any sense. And Showore seeing all these things is putting fire, is holding everybody to account by asking you who is playing hypocrisy, who is using
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and P2B, who is supposed to be sacrificed.
Exactly. You know?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and P2B, who is supposed to be sacrificed. Look at the crowd Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pulled without bribing anybody.
Yeah. P2B.
The voice of the voiceless, the ordinary people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah, P2B feels.
P2B was the one that came and took the life of, destroyed Igbos in Lagos State today, destroyed their future in Lagos State. Igbos no longer have future in Lagos State.
100%. Because of his ambition. Because of P2B.
You don't want us to support the march to Aso Rock because you want to protect P2B.
Yeah, because of
P2B and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is supposed to be sacrificed.
Yeah, the ambition of P2B. Because of his ambition to be president, Igbos have been left vulnerable in Lagos now. Their business are being destroyed. Their houses are being destroyed. Because of you. Bro, it's a long story, but let me keep it short. Because I have a guy, he's from one of these Edo, but the type of, is outside of Edo, close to, you know, I'm forgetting his name now. Before that election of 2023, he was shouting to his loudest voice that Igbos should talk to P2B, don't come and make us vulnerable. He predicted, more like prediction, all these things happening. And that is what now the Yorubas has unleashed on the Igbos. We see since then, since the election, what Igbos have been going through in Lagos because of P2B. And that is not even as if to say that he's going to win. He's not going to win because Yorubas have realized now, to a large extent, that the Tinubu, anyhow you look at it, is their own. And the Northerners don't even trust P2B because if you are betraying your own people, you are killing your own people, how do you think that those people will look at you? They will not even trust you. You know, so the thing is that obviously what I'm happy about with this Showore movement is the level of pressure that is, because for some of us that uses our God-given brain in a proper way, we know that these people are in trouble. Tinubu and his cohort, they are in trouble because Atuku has now also pinched. He has realized the opportunity that is there. So now everything that Tinubu is planning, including the INEC or whatever, Everything is going to be put to test. And from now to that 2027 is only going to get even further increased. Because after the protest, and even before then, it might be really, but if it's not, Igbos will come to that conclusion now. The same Igbo that Tinubu is trying to bamboozle, using Uzodoma and the rest of them, for them to vote for him. There will be a final conclusion on the fact that we already know, we have always known that Tinubu is a bigot. He's a hate-filled individual. We know that. So with this now, that is just going to be a nail on the coffin. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you so much, my brother Christian. This is really this information you gave up now. I didn't see that. It's just really heartbreaking. More especially that woman that I loved so much, to stand against this. This is mad. And when you look through, you begin to see that every single one of them has not been genuine. It is about P2B.
100%.
Every single one of them that come online to talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu,
yeah,
they are all creating a fertile ground for P2B using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah. Obedience.
This is the same P2B who cannot come and make a critical case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
When you tell them, they tell you he has made a statement last year. When you tell him, they say he has made a statement last time. What did he say? Come on, even in this very program, Chowore reached out to him and tell him, add your voice, even if he cannot come speak. Just like ordinary as other people speak. He didn't make any statement. And now Atiku Abubakar weighed in and gave a statement. Shehu Sani weighed in from the north. Other northerners are coming in, speaking about it. I don't care whether if it is politically motivated or not.
Whether they're the enemy or not, we won't do Obayara, because
this is the pressure. This is the pressure that needed so much.
That's what I told you.
Since we lost our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi in the picture, Mazi Nnamdi is the only person that can present this kind of pressure.
Exactly. No one else.
Yeah. If not anything, Mazi Nnamdi would have put a seat at home that will make them run around.
Exactly.
3 days, 4 days, 1 week sit at home that will make them begin to run around.
Yeah.
Using the Liberation Army on the ground.
Yeah.
After Mazi, no other person can put this kind of pressure that you see sure we're putting now.
And Tinubu,
I don't care what is motivated. Putting pressure on Nigerian government is what we need it. We need it like nothing ever, nothing. We need it.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. Because Tinubu.
You want to talk down on the opportunity.
The arrogance of Tinubu and his people, they believe that Igbos has been completely maligned, conquered, that he have it in his pocket. He said that he brought them to Lagos and they prosper. Tinubu said that. His word, not mine. That he brought Igbos to Lagos. Therefore, he's holding Nnamdi Kanu. They won't let him go. And some of these criminal governors, they build hotel, they build a center, international center for conference, whatever. He goes to commissioning, and we were asking, why not go and commission seaport, a functioning seaport in Igbo land? Why not go and commission international international airport? Sorry, in Igbo land.
A whole president going to commission hotel and bridge.
Yeah. That's what.
President, you're going to commission flyover and hotel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So as to continue to keep us in their pocket. We can't have seaport. We can't have a functioning international airport. As we are saying, we go back. You go back. When you go back, you have to land in Abuja or you land in Lagos. You land into their hand because we don't have our own. How can we continue like that? And this bunch of criminals, obedient, that has absolutely nothing to offer. My brother, Diego. But we continue on this trajectory. You continue to do what you do, Brachus. We have to continue to speak. People are listening. People are listening. We have to continue. And we have the facts and we are strategic. When we speak, we know what we speak. We're not going to come and play around with words and pretend. No. We hit the nail. Somehow, somewhere, somebody will hear. Something is happening. So thank you.
This is a wake-up call for every Biafran. this is a wake-up call. When you see this bunch of idiots working in places telling you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is all political statement.
Yeah.
Using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to build ground, to create ground for P2B. You can imagine somebody saying something like, do you want our governors to come and they shoot them? Do you want P2B to come and they shoot them? So it is the ordinary people that are supposed to put their life on the line and die. The ones that died because of P2B in Lagos State, what did he do? The ones that died because of P2B in the last election, what did he do? Instead, he was traveling to North to go and donate money. He was traveling to North to go and give them money and visit every other problem. People that died because of him in Biafra, what did he do? What did he do? All the people that are executed today, even as we speak, in Okigwe, in Olu today, they are still taking innocent lives.
Yeah.
So those lives doesn't matter. Those lives doesn't matter. We are going to demand for freedom of mind. So you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to remain there and die so that people will survive.
Exactly. Yeah.
You prefer Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be sacrificed. So just like the way they took the life of MK Abiola and they gave presidency to them. So
Obasanjo.
And give you presidency.
Exactly.
All of you.
That is what they want. And
we consume all of them.
Brachus, by Ononoga, one of the strategies, one of these Afonja strategies, enemy of Ndibo, he knows when the pressure is feeling, he knows that if they don't release Nnamdi Kanu, when I say this, because it's no longer the Fulani or Buhari, no, it's the Yoruba government of Nigeria. If they don't release Nnamdi Kanu, the whole world, the whole Igbo nation, they are seeing who their enemy is because it's in their hand. And by Ononuga, for accusing Atiku of being an opportunist, he knows that before and after this 28th of October, if they don't release Nnamdi Kanu before or after, then they have set themselves up for what is an eternal enmity between us and them. He knows. That's why he called Atiku an opportunist. These guys are smart. They know what they are doing. Because there's no reason, if the articles of this world, if the Shehu Mahdi, there's one Mahdi I saw also talking about why is it that they are holding Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody can see what's happening in the country. You know, he was just elaborating exactly why Nnamdi Kanu shouldn't be there, because why should he? He talked about Sunday Boy, he talked about the terrorists, he said, why is Nnamdi Kanu being held? And now, that's Mahdi, something, you know. So these things, the Ononuga of this world, they know what is going on now, that it's on them. If they don't really let Nnamdi Kanu go before or after of these protests, then they have no business expecting us to be with them in any situation they face it. And if their election eventually come, if the zoo continue to stay in one piece, they have no standing as far as Igbo man is concerned. Because bro, the marginalization, the stifling, the intimidation, the subjugation of Nnamdi Kanu ends within Nnamdi Kanu, in the sense that he already put himself there. The whole thing with and it is until he is free and we have ourselves together. Look at the fear, the level of fear. People are afraid to speak. You know, so that is the thing. I just feel like a lot is going on. We can't touch no, because now they know, the Yorubas know that it's on them. You let nobody twist it. It's on them. They are the one holding us down. So thank you, my brother.
My brother, just as you said, what we are seeing today, just as you said, the people that are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Tinubu and co.
Yeah.
Government.
Yeah.
We know that Nigeria have a system of government, which is three systems of government, three arms of the government. They have the legislature, they have the judiciary, and they have the presidency.
Executive.
They have the executive. The legislature makes the law. The judiciary interprets the law.
Mm-hmm.
It is the duty of the executive to implement the law.
Exactly.
In the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the law is very clear. The judiciary have interpreted it and said, let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go. They said even pay him compensation And they went ahead to say no law court in Nigeria has the right to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
It is on the table of the executive to implement the law.
Yeah.
That is where we are. So if anybody try to shift that ball from the executive, you are just deceiving yourself, or you are a distraction.
Exactly.
So when our brother Christian say it here, it is a plain truth. Three arms of the government, the legislature have done their job, the judiciary have done their job. It is remaining the executive to implement the law.
Pure and simple. Pure and simple.
It is remaining to implement the law, and the whole world is watching.
And the Yorubas are refusing.
United Nations have called on them, implement the law.
Yeah.
And they refuse.
Yeah.
So what are we saying? It is sad, but we must continue. My brother Oluchumagod, you're welcome. I can see you there. You're welcome. Let's take Coach Chooks first. Coach Chooks, let's make it brief because I will run soon. Coach Chooks, go ahead and speak to us. I hope your side is quiet too, because I know our daughter would like to speak again.
Yes, Mazi Choose. Good morning from my side. But Christian, good morning. Mazi Ocean. Okutoma from my side. And Okutoma, all General Biafrans all over the world. Mazi Choose. Wow. Let me just say, first of all, the move of Showore is a very good move, because they are going to expose every one of them that they are against the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because since 5 years that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been that DSS government to today, every one of us remember when Soludo used the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to enter office. Since that one is not enough, Hope Uzodinma used the same release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if I'm not mistaken. And every one of them in that statute that call themselves, they live. Even Ohanes Ndibu is one of them. Every one of us even remember when someone will come to live media, they'll be talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But this call of Showore, any of them that is against the move of this Showore, this moment, that is to tell you that any one of them that is against, automatically that person is against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because even let me just say, before Showore take this move, I know that this Anambra State election that is coming up on 8th of November, and every one of us still remember when Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, when he said there was not going to be any election in Anambra State. And he also said, Soludo, I'm going to show you. That is exactly time that Showore said yes. This is exactly time that he have to take this move. Even though he didn't take the move for his own selfish interest, but for him taking that move, I'm sure that is going to bring a lot of changes on the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out today, nobody is going to the happiness of every genuine Biafran. It's going to be a happiness for everybody that wants freedom. And at the same time, I didn't see the whereby that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be staying in the DSS dungeon for 5 good years now. And these Northerners, most of them, they will be negotiating with bandits. Sunday Igboho did a lot of things that evidence, they even said that they meet a lot of ammunition in his house. But today, Sunday Igboho is working as a free man. They did not arrest him here in Nigeria, but he was arrested in Benin Republic. So many of his brothers went there for the release of Sunday Igboho. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in JSS dungeon today. I didn't see any Igbo man. I didn't see those people that call themselves Igbo elite that even come out or they even organize any protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even the one that this guy, one other guy from the northern side, called a protest 1st of October. Every one of us see how everything just take another shape, take another dimension. They did not come out for that protest. I'm even asking myself, where is Showore that time that man called for that protest? Why did not support that protest that time? But if I think another way around, it's better now that he himself is one that even called for that protest. Everyone of us has seen that he's the same Yoruba man. If you take a look now, Yoruba man is the president of Nigeria. Yoruba man is the one in charge of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court case. Yoruba man, almost the whole key post in Nigeria today is Yoruba man is telling it. It's the same Yoruba man is still championing for the release of this protest that we're talking about. I'm in support of that protest, and this is the right. This is even the chance. Anybody that said they like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they like what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. This is the right time for every one of us to support Showore, for him to do, for that protest to be a successful one. Because that is the only chance that anybody that said they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, being you governors, being you senator, because all this one that I've been doing in the house there, in that their senate house, they are even talking all sorts of nonsense. Because I didn't count all those ones as the nonsense. Because they are in unity in that their house. When they talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu health, every one of them that call themselves lover of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they're supposed to stand up. But every one of them is caged. Every one of them is caged. This is the right move for them to move. And this is the right time for them to take any move. If they want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. Because if this one fails, I'm not sure that this kind of chance is going to come again. Unless Biafrans do the right thing. Because it's our unity that we're going to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from that dungeon that he is. And at the same time, I haven't seen anywhere that court in Nigeria will even bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. Because they have even searched left and side, up and down. They did not say anything against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They didn't have any other option than to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with this protest that is coming up on 28th of November. Wherever where you be, anywhere around Abuja, 20th of October, every one of you to come out in Eagle Square and support this protest that is coming up. Thank you, Mazi. That is what I have to say for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you for your contribution. You have spoken well in support of what is happening. We must have to use the advantage that we have. Pick out the good things. Our support to the protest doesn't mean we are supporting any election or any politician. Our support is not for any politics. We are supporting the freedom of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is all we want.
Simple.
Wherever it comes from, we support it. Wherever it comes from, it doesn't mean we are supporting any politician or any presidential aspirant.
Simple.
We are not interested. Anything that has to do with election, we are not part of it. We are already out from there. We are completely out. The election, whatever, we are not part of it. But anything that has to do with us, like in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is us. It is about us. And our focus is us. It doesn't matter who speaks about it. We key in and we take the advantage in it and throw away the shaft.
Yeah.
That is what we continue to do. My brother, Oluchuma God, you're welcome. Go ahead and take the mic and speak to us, my brother.
Yeah, okay. From my side here, good day, everyone. And I was listening before I went to drop my daughter to work. So I've had everything, Mass. You know, the last speaker, he mentioned the headline like I wanted to say about unity, and you also have highlighted about unity of purpose and the need for us to come together. And I recall in my last attempt here, I said, how can we come together when people, they saw the truth, they know the truth, and they decide not to follow the truth? Like I say here all the time, Mazi Jukes, I have lost sympathy in the sense that from the days of Wazirike, from the days of Ohamadike, from the days of PM. And I want to ask everyone here, including you, Mazi survivor.
Yeah.
If Obato Obie himself can take 1 year, he gave us his template. He didn't. Sometimes people say, "Oh, try to hide what you are doing." He said, "No, no, no, no." He bring it. That is what everybody have knowledge of what Obato Obie was doing. He was taking his step and he was educating everybody. I am doing this. This will bring this. This will bring this. This will bring this. It took like a year. He even went so far, he appointed people who would design Biafra the way Biafra will look like. This man took his time and energy to tell everybody what is going. He bring many people to tell us. Those who will build Biafra, how Biafra will be built, the whole thing he was doing, he showed it to all of us, including you here, including Brother Christian, including everybody here. He entered the villages. He said the country, this, country. He put up everything. He put up map, everything. He told us what we are going to get. And he was driving this, going at a time. Even before Batobe was questioned, he promised the first set of people who applied for USB ID card, he said they will get it in Finland. And we saw that unfolded. We saw people happy. We saw people, jubilating that they have got identity. They showed their identity. They were happy. We saw the pictures of everybody streaming Biafra. In Latin Finland, almost 1,500. We saw them at the airport. We saw them in the local airport. We saw everybody heading to Latin. My brother, let me tell everybody here, the reason Tinubu is doing what he's doing, in as much as he has power as a president to say, let this man go, he has the power. And you'll be thinking, oh, he's a governor this, governor that. After all, they are instrumental to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kidnapping. They all of them know. But I want to ask all of us here, you think that after Lati, that Biafra was declared, did anybody here think that if what happened did not happen, now Tinubu have seen the loophole. His cabinet have seen the lapses. Even our people bought into what Gumi told the Nigerian government. Buy their people, pay them, let them fight themselves. And today, me and you are watching this unfold. You think if people have stick to USD government that was ridiculed, even those now, I don't like your platform is no name calling. Let's call out here. Let's just say CRC is not a name. Let's call Brigi is not a name. Let's call Autopilot is not. Are you telling me that if these people have stick to the Obatobe template today, my brother, they would have left Hamadike? Because now they saw loophole that was no oneness, there is no unity. Oh, thank God, we have separated them. People are saying this now the same people who is holding Biafran ID card are not recognizing Biafra. And you are looking for recognition. They're asking, do you want Belgium to recognize you? You want Finland to recognize you? You want Europe to? When you yourself have not recognized yourself. How does it work? Me and you, we are living in Europe. Some Malta is not up to 1 million. Kosovo got independent, that 800,000. Kosovo lived in Greece for 5 years. They got independent, almost 800,000. Today, I don't know how many population they are. Ireland is 5 million. Then the people who came here make maybe 6+ million. This guy will labor to put all this thing together. And all of a sudden, people who we supported, we made payments to support the declaration. Everybody was eager. Those of us who were not able to go there because of one thing or the other, we supported. They went on our behalf to declare Biafra. My brother, they turn back and tell us that they no longer recognize this. Even when Obatobe told us that the way he's watching this government, Nigeria, say he might do it before second. All of them, Obatobe never hidden anything from anybody. Apart from his cabinet meeting, we are not there. But what he brought to the table, every Dick and Harry saw, home and abroad knew what Obatobe was going to. But today, people will come to social media. They will brand the United States of Biafra a terrorist organization. And you think Tinubu and his media team are not seeing this? You think when they hear this news, they will not look for another person? Now you see people, our brother, a reverend in America, you know, so a few days ago, Enugu State have been bombarded, killed. Even Dr. Obadiah Melafa said they had a meeting. And the meeting is, by the time they finish from the village, they will enter town. My brother, a few days ago, did you not hear that in a town, in a city in Enugu, was attacked and 5 people was killed? Na city, Oklahoma village. Then tell me how Tinubu is not holding Nnamdi Kanu. When an average Igbo man in Lagos will tell Tinubu, Jiden Nnamdi Kanu. Imagine if there was unity. When they read out Obatobe instruction, they said it's Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. Because Obatobe put up everything. We saw everything. We see everything. So you see that if you are president, even if you are dying, you must have a document that you are anybody that you will, if you are incapacitated, you will begin to read what the president said. That was what Obatobe. He put up something and said, I am going to fight for Biafra for only five years. He put up a document that will be coming out one after the other. Now, the person he trusted the government to be reading out what he put in place. Our brothers and sisters say, no, it will not work. It won't happen. And Tinubu is celebrating. Here now his people are celebrating. Are you telling me that if we have concurred to USD, that if before when Tinubu is destroying Igbo people things, it's only one comment, but we talk now. So when we stop today, I want to ask you in conclusion, those people who were not able to speak when Obatobe was here, one day today they own the media. They own it. They were hiding. All of them are hiding when Obatobe not here. Hidden. Today they are emboldened because of disunity. Because of Biafra was no longer declared again. When we all saw after the declaration, DPM called Attorney J, come, the English affirm. That was the English. Come and affirm the declaration of Biafra. She came and she affirmed. Now her turn is back and telling us as if my face to give home my age, so that you can see my age. And when somebody has to come and read the article, somebody read the history of Biafra, has all the person declared Biafra. Or who's it, Dr. Ngozo Arabese, who after the declaration said, Attorney J, come and affirm as that signature that I have affirmed that Biafra have been declared, with the whole document generated in the promise of Obatobe, that what we are doing is we are going to generate document that we give us face. And after that, that is what we need to become a nation, to generate a document where we can present to anybody, any government in the world, that Biafra was declared. Today, I'm telling you, Mazi truth. I don't care who is in Ireland. I went and met a justice minister of this country, and I told him where we're having a meeting that Biafra was declared in 24th November 2024 in Lati. Massachusetts, I am not making it up. It was in Twitter. The man told me, I know. Jim Gallagher, a justice minister of this country. Or he didn't say he knew, because that was on international space. Everybody saw it today. The same people which are of freedom, me and you, the same people who said they want to go home, who's in the saying no, we don't want to go home. They want to redeclare Biafra. They want to generate another document. And you think Tinubu and group and government are not watching? My brother, you have talked so much about unification. If people do not begin to align with United States of Biafra, my brother, let me tell you, protest or protest. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fought for. He was not looking for a country. If they kill Hamadike, let me tell you, Hamadike. Igbo people are nothing. And Nnamdi Kanu, oh, my brother, the world knew Nigeria will lose. Nnamdi Kanu, one here just need the war. And all why I say no, because Igbo, God forbid, I got but Opana, all oil, all crude, gas in Imo State, heading to Europe, Amamorole, Morocco. All we had these people need, Igbo Nnamdi Kanu, they no send anybody. All this unity is causing havoc for us. Onye kwegide asi ekpe, onye kwekata asi ekpe, onye kwegide asi ekpe, onye kwekata asi ekpe. My brother, Omawere Sowore have been my person long time. If you not get me party, I choose them party here, something. It has been my person many years. But whatever he's doing, I am not against it. But I want everybody here to know that Nnamdi Kanu is not seeking for the unity of Nigeria. He have done that before. He saw it's not working. What Nnamdi Kanu is seeking for is the liberation, total independence of United States of Biafra. What Obatobia is asking for our home, Obatobia were politicians. Just yesterday, he was speaking for a man. Ike kwere mmadụ, and people say, oh, jide ka egbuo. Obatobia nwere ihe ọfata ga-enwe isi. Obatobia no inside. What is seeking for is United States of Biafra and total independence of United States of Biafra, which was declared by his template, by what he put in place. So, brothers and sisters, we can stay here and talk. Good, we are talking. Oh, thank God, if God is a big platform, people are listening. But if those who said they did not again recognize United States of Biafra, if they did not begin to think back, say no. I am not supposed to be talking about Briggy. I'm not supposed to be talking about CRS as a government. I'm not supposed to stop. Pilot Mazi, did you remember from Enter Biafra some years back? People can autopilot, CRS, Briggy. Ebe Briggy motra USB. Never miss words. Let me conclude. Anybody, any Biafran, anybody that is a Biafran, whether you like it or whether you don't, if you are not aligned with this name called United States of Biafra, my brother, you know her name. Because Ohamadike swore that he will never concede an inch of any land of Biafra to Nigerian government. All we have in the United States of Biafra. Simon Gradi Obhanime villages or he never forced nobody or from village to village, from village. Only obligation act from his son in her name. I only obligation surface yet in a map. Today, can they matter now? But I ain't in my faith. He whom my faith, all the children God. Came mama this face. I will face the time. This face, I will face it today. The answer is no.
Hello, my brother. Thank you so much.
Mazi choose.
I appreciate you for
one or two things.
Your contribution. You have just made a point, and I love why I always, each time when you come, I admire the zeal in you and the spirit of Biafra, the way you display it. And I always pay attention and listen to everything you say because of one reason. Just like when you were speaking and all the speech you made, there is nothing, I didn't have any doubt in all you are saying. These are things we have known. But my own particular self in particular,
he pivoted, brother Juice.
Just like the question you asked, on my own self in particular, and some people of like manners that I know. The question where we are today, it is not about talking about Briggy or whoever that is forming any group or any organization.
Yeah.
Every single one of us know why we voted and what we voted for.
Yeah.
Anybody who did not cast the vote, it's a different ballgame. You are entitled to be able to say you're not going to vote. You don't support so. And we know that there's never a time you can get 100% vote. I stopped talking about that angle of discussion because I've seen it that it is not a bone of contention. Everyone that is genuine and you are sincere, we all know where we are supposed to be. The issue of where to be, whom to follow, or who is supposed to be is not the problem. That is not the problem. You know, initially at the beginning, there was a statement I always make in this platform. And when I make it, some people get confused and some people get angry. And that is why I stopped speaking about that and I stopped talking to that direction. Every single thing I say here, I say it based on what I know, on what I have seen, and what I have heard.
Exactly,
I was very, very available insight. From the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu up to autopilot, when Mazi Simon Ekpa did not have up to 50 people in his platform, the very first place I saw the program of Mazi Simon Ekpa was in Igbo YouTubers. That was where he sent his video, where we are doing subscribe for me, I subscribe for you. That was where I met Mazi Simon Ekpa the first time, his video. Igbo YouTubers. He brought his video there to look for followers. He didn't have up to 50 followers then. That was where I saw his video the first time. Before he began to preach. Even before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recognized him, I have been following his program, I've been watching his program and listening. So there is nothing somebody will tell me about his character or whom he is or what he is, whether he is real or not. Nobody will tell me about that. Coming to Autopilot, I was there from the beginning to the end. Even when it was formed, I intentionally refused to join their media then. The very day he announced that people should come and join the media, I was there. I was live in the program. I spoke on that program. And I said, when it is going to be, the media is going to fund, I will be there. But when it was formed, I refused to come. I have a reason. I stood away. Until later on, when I was approached, then I joined the media. I was there in the Autopilot. We had so many meetings in that media with Mazi Simon Ekpa. In many programs, when he wants to go, he will call us to join him. We go and join him on the program. On outings, some meetings he is going to hold for other people. We go there and we join him. So there are so many things I say and I do today. I know why I say it. But there are so many things I cannot come and say in this platform and talk about it here. Because I don't want to be an agent of confusion. And I don't want anybody to come and use my word to go and conduct a program for his own selfish interest. I will not be used by anybody to cause a confusion or to go and begin. I can't do that. So when I was saying what I was saying on this platform, when I was countering and saying that there are certain things we are supposed to do that we have not done. There was a day I made a program, I think Olushimo was here, when I say, if it will take going extra measure, let us take extra measure to maintain peace.
Yes.
I know why I was making that statement. When
I was here and I understand it.
Where to stay, who is called, but there are responsibilities that lie on us that we refuse to do. When I said that we have not exhausted all necessary means, I have a reason for saying it. That the government have not exhausted all means. But I started to stop talking about it because people have grown to the stage whereby they misunderstand. When you bring out a critical argument or you bring out a critical understanding or a critical concern, people misunderstand it and call it an attack. That was why I stopped. When you bring out a critical concern, they call it an attack. Today, there are so many things that has happened because things we are not done the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
So many, and more is still going to happen.
Yeah.
There is something looming today. Maybe you are not aware. As I'm sitting here, I get so many informations. I hear so many things. Even though it is, I don't come here to do program with you because it's not meant for program. I will not be an instrument for confusion or to deceive anybody. All I need to do is to bring out facts, tell you things. It's left for you to go back home and think about it. Anybody who is confusing whether the name is going to be this or is going to be that person is not deceiving himself. We don't even need to pay attention for such kind of people. We don't pay attention to them. Our concern is supposed to be building what we want to build, do what we're supposed to do. And when we talk about structure, the structure and what we're supposed to do, it is not difficult to know. Just like my brother here confirmed, confirmed. Everything we are supposed to do is spelled out in ABC by Mazi Simon Ekpa. He didn't do anything secret. They are all in the open. I still have the video. Go and watch the 3 last programs he did. He explained in detail what we are going to do after declaration of the United States of Biafra. It's spelled out. I want you to go on your own, watch those things. Then you compare with what is happening and you know why people are concerned. And when somebody is concerned, you don't take it as an attack. Respond to it. Make changes where necessary. Listen to them. But when you begin to see every contribution as an attack, it creates confusion. And that is why there are certain things it doesn't, even if you put me a knife on the neck, I will just be watching. And it continues to unfold. My joy is that when those things, for me personally,
please, can I drop this word because I have something?
Right. In where I'm standing, that I'm right. But I will never be an instrument of confusion or deception. what my brother Anshumego said is completely, anybody that is coming to say you are confused about, it is not about the name. It is not about who leads. It's not about who is supposed to be there. I can understand when my brother shows concern about the first confusion. That very confusion, I know it is key. The very first deception that came in created the chaos. But once it has happened, we should forget about the blame and think about how to forge ahead. Look for a solution to make sure it doesn't continue to happen.
But if people are not...
The problem we have now is that, I said it before, that in resolution, conflict resolution, we score zero. Completely zero in conflict resolution. There will always be conflict. That one is 100%. But conflict resolution, we are scoring 0%. And I'm telling you that
Mazi, please let me.
That is why I continue to preach about unity. Any day I come, I speak about unity. I speak about it. I have a reason for saying it. And I have said it and made a promise. I know where I stand. I know what I want. I know why I came to this very struggle. I will never be part of any confusion or denigrating somebody or looking down on anybody. I will never do that. But where necessary, where people have concern, I will listen to them, and I also give people voice to say and speak. And when it is time for me to make my I will always say what I have in mind to say. I really appreciate my brother. Each time he comes in, he draws that very long line of the foundation. I understand that. And I don't think any Biafra is still getting confusion on that angle. Any Biafra is still confused on that angle, I think that person is sick. And we don't have to bother ourselves about them. But in forging ahead, conflict resolution, we are scoring 0%. I have been saying it and shouting. When you say it, some people go and begin to misinterpret it. That is why sometimes I just put words in together and say it the way maybe it can be able to for them to swallow. If I talk to people in private, I know the way I present my case. Maybe elaborate more and explain more, and people will understand. But in public here, there are certain things I cannot talk about.
Okay. Can I chip in this thing, please?
Please, we have spent so much time now, and it's almost 4 hours, and I was supposed to run. Please, anybody
that's
speaking,
1 minute.
Just round up anything you want to say. Just try and make summarize it within 2 minutes, please.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mazi Choose. Yeah, it's almost 4 hours. It's not easy for you to do that. Thank you very much. I want to really thank you, and I want you to continue. And please,